Notice how that ball is straight. If anything, trying to curve out to back with the weight to the finish spot. You couldn't do that with your weight on your back foot. The only thing you could do in order to try to hit the ball, hit the ground after the ball, was by swinging really steep and left on it. Okay? So the hips forward, hands forward, shoulder back, and now we're just going to swing along this arc here. Okay? And notice how that ball is straight. If anything, trying to curve out to back left, but there's zero chance for that ball to have any slice to it. Okay? 40 yards? Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, it's not. Hi everybody, Darren Falk here at Break 90 Golf, and today we're going to be looking at a lesson I had recently with a student who had lost a ton of distance with an all too common move, swinging over the top, resulting in big slices, tremendous loss in distance. We're going to walk you through what we worked on and how he made this incredible transformation in just 40 minutes. So let's get to it. All right, so first thing, I put this stick here, right? How we're trying to make contact with this golf ball to get it up in the air, right? And we look at the golf swing as a circle represented by the hula hoop here. That circle is going to have a bottom to it where that black line is. In order to get the ball to go up in the air, we need to have the bottom of the circle to be somewhere just after this golf ball. Okay, so what you're doing in your swing to make that a challenge is in your backswing, you're moving all of your weight onto your back foot. So what did I just move? Bottom of the circle, really far back. Yeah. Okay. So then from there, if it's back here, it's going to be very easy to do what? Hit the ground back here. Yeah. Chunk it. Absolutely. Okay. So the first thing we need to work on, which is going to help the slice as well too, is we're going to set the weight via the hips more forward. So notice how my weight and my hips are more forward. This right foot's barely even on the ground. And then I'm also going to set the hands forward as well. Right? And all we're going to do is a little drill here is just make a little swing back and through. Not doing anything with my wrist just yet. Very small swings. Just trying to focus on hitting the ground somewhere over here after the golf ball. So we're just going to start. Here's my backswing, keeping the weight forward and turning my right hip behind me rather than my hips sliding this way in an effort to put all my weight on my back foot. Okay, so it's just going to look like this, just a little swing. Okay, and we're going to hold the finish, and this is what we're looking for. My weight's on my front foot, body's facing the target, though you don't have to worry about that because you do that enough anyway. And then notice how my arms are straight out in front of me. Okay, as you look, my hip, knee, and ankle are pretty much all in a straight line. So everything is finishing a little bit more forward. Okay, so we take a look here. Before on the left, after on the right, and you can see obviously some big changes in the setup. We've got the weight more forward, hips slid forward, so the weight's more on the left foot, and we've got the hands moving a little bit more forward as well too. The main thing for you is on the backswing. So we take a look at the before. In an effort to try to move your weight and shift your weight onto your back foot, we really see that right knee staying bent, right, and moving outside that yellow line. The feel here for you was the feeling that the right hip, if anything, was actually going to feel like it's moving back behind you. So as we take a look here, watch your right hip now. So there's the hips forward, and then watch the backswing, and notice how much different we see here with the legs, right? So your right hip is turned back behind you. That's helping your keep your weight more forward. And then what that does for you on the downswing here, we see the weight stays onto the back foot. And here we are hitting the ground before the golf ball. Whereas in this one here, you can see the weight moving more forward. Now we're hitting the ground after the golf ball. Hands are ahead. Much better, much more solid contact. So awesome work there. We took care of the first piece, okay? And that is the contact, right? So for you, we got set up from this viewpoint. Your hands are really close to the ball, right? And down, really close, down low. Where was the only place for the club to go? Up. Straight up. Yeah, so we got you further away, hands higher, And then we also set it up with the handle forward, which helps pull this right shoulder back a little bit. So now my shoulders and my hips are aimed a little bit right at the target. And what's that going to help us do is that's going to start helping us get the club to work where? More around me, as opposed to lifting it straight up. Okay? So now we're going to add just a little bit more detail with this, and that's going to be with the follow through. We already talked about the swing direction, the hula hoop, and now we're just going to angle this a little bit out to the right. All right, so now I got the same setup. Hips forward, hands forward, shoulder back. And now from here, I'm just going to make a little swing, again, feeling like I'm basically turning back and through around this left hip. And while I'm doing it, my arms are going to stay completely straight. And now I'm just going to think about making this swing go a little bit more kind of out to right field. Okay, as opposed to swinging down across, which we can do because the weight's in a better spot. You couldn't do that with your weight on your back foot. The only thing you could do in order to try to hit the ball, hit the ground after the ball, was by swinging really steep and left on it. Okay? So the hips forward, hands forward, shoulder back, and now we're just going to swing along this arc here. Okay? And notice how that ball is straight. If anything, trying to curve out to back left, but there's zero chance for that ball to have any slice to it. Okay? More forward, we got the hands more forward. And now from this viewpoint, we see the hands a little higher, so the club a little bit more vertical, and also the shoulders getting a little bit more closed or angled out to the right. That's going to allow you, when the hands are too low, the only place the club can go in the backswing is you have to sort of just pick it straight up, right? So now with the setup changes, notice how the club is able to start working a little bit back more along the arc that we have on the ground. And as we keep it going back, right, notice the difference in the backswing there. So club is getting further back around you, going more around, getting you more turn. You're turning more around your front leg rather than shifting into your back foot. And that's what's going to set up the downswing over here. Weights on the back foot. So you're going to hit the ground before the golf ball. And the way you try to combat that is by turning your body, right, and getting the club outside, the over the top move, big slices. But that's what you have to do in order to try to get the bottom of your swing more forward. Whereas on this one here, we're now able to start swinging the club more out to right field. And look at the huge difference between those two there. You can see how the right hip, right knee, right shoulder are all still a little bit behind you. Everything's going more out to the right, and on the left, everything is going more down and forward. And here we crash into the ground. You can see that clip going left really quickly, and on this one here, right, huge difference in the downswing. You can see on the left how much turn you have. Right, you can see the red really getting to the left of you, right? The left side of your body really turning hard. And on the right, really the feeling is almost that you're not turning at all. And that's really what we're looking for, because here's the down and across. Here's the fade where you're losing so much distance. And now this one, look at the difference in the follow through now, as that ball went off to the right and started to draw back. So that's how we go from hitting big fades and big divots to much more shallow divots, and more importantly, draws and a lot more distance. Thank you everybody for watching today. I hope you found this video helpful in helping you make more solid contact and get rid of that dreaded slice. If you need more additional help, be sure to check out my other video. We talk about slicing. And if you still need help or want to work with me in person, we can do that at Holly Ridge Golf Club. And for those that want to work with me online, I do have online lessons available via the Skillest app. You'll see those in the links and description below. Make sure if you haven't already to please like and subscribe to this channel. That way you're always staying up to date on new videos that are coming out. And as always, if there's anything that you would like to see in future videos, please mention that in the comments below, and I'll be sure to address it in future videos. Thanks again for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to helping you break 90.